Alrighty, this is phase 2. I just turned off 40. 40 runs all the way from one side of the state to the other. You've heard me say that before. This is a little side road that runs parallel to 75. This is where it's good to know. Excuse me, I'm congested as hell this morning. That's where it's good to know the little side roads where you live. So, you know, get out and ride. I don't like riding in the city. It is absolutely dangerous. Last week, it was raining. I was on the phone to a buddy of mine that I ride with quite often. We were talking about trying to set up a ride, and I was hands-free. I had the phone, you know, my car has OnStar, so everything's hands-free. He and I were talking, and it was just pouring buckets of rain. And come up to a stoplight, I stopped. There's, you know, a lot of cars in front of me. Bang, right in the ass. Somebody hit my truck. That's the second time that's happened. Coming up to a stoplight. People are paying no attention. I came out, this is what's so funny. I pulled over into the parking lot there. There was a drugstore there. We pulled in, and they got, oh, no damage, we don't have insurance, all this story, you know. I go back, I look, it made a little crease in my bumper, that was about it. He hit my trailer hitch. Thank God I've got that big trailer hitch on the back of my truck. It knocked his fog light off, busted his bumper, you know, all that. And the girl that was driving, he opens the door, I'm so sorry. Cell phone still in her hand. So I know what she was doing. She was on her damn cell phone. It's pouring the blasted rain. I'm getting upset as I talk about it. It's pouring the rain, and she's on the cell phone. Good Lord Almighty. I decided to come up this road here, guys, because Dunright Ranch is coming down for, he's planning on coming down for Oktoberfest in October. And he and I have been talking off and on, you know, several times. I met him for the first time at Bike Week, and, you know, things transpired where he couldn't stay because his dog was sick. His dog was really sick, and Diesel's his best friend, you know. And he's coming down in October, and I wanted to show him kind of where he's going to be staying. I think he's reserved a room right here on the right there. I think that's where he was saying he was going to be staying. So he's right here on the thoroughfare. This is 27. It's easy to get back to my house, you know, from there. So he and I are going to try to ride some, you know, whenever he comes down. And I talked to him about it the other day, and he said whether, you know, COVID or not, he's coming down. You'll notice a lot of times I lean in or I pull back whenever I give it the gas on this bike. This bike has a stage 2 kit. It's got a Scream Legal intake. It's got over jetted. Plus it's got a torque cam because let's face it, it's hauling a lot of ass. I'm a big guy, and I don't know, hell, I'm 65. I go get my lab work, I go get my cardiac panel done, I get everything done, and my doctor's like, you know, I don't understand it. Everything's perfect. Your blood work's perfect. Everything's perfect. I got diabetes. I shouldn't be perfect. I should have a C-reactive protein high. I should have something, but it's not. I've got undoubtedly good genes. And if I don't get some of this weight off, these genes are going to get tattered, so to speak, because your body can't sustain a good health with this much weight. I never was this heavy. I had an accident several years ago, and I had spinal cord damage, and I was on steroids for a while, and I gained a lot of weight. I lost a lot of weight. I gained a lot of weight. Lost a lot of weight. And then I started noticing I was having issues. Long story short, that you watch one of my videos, you can hear what all that's about. And I got more sedentary. and I tore my ligament in my left knee, and I couldn't walk, and I kind of been laying on that for a while. It's just, I don't want to have surgery because I'm on blood thinners for blood clots in that leg, and it's just not a good thing. I'll end up getting more blood clots, and that'll kill you. A bad knee will just make you limp. I'm working on it. I'm doing a whole lot better with it. I'm doing physical therapy with it and everything too. Well, the physical therapist showed me what to do, and I'm doing what they say. But the big thing that I wanted to mention was I got to get out. I got to get more exercise. And with the COVID, we have a gym over in our compound where I live. And with the COVID, you can't go over there. How long? 2 people in there at a time, or 3, I think. And it's a lot. You got to wear a mask. How the hell are you going to work out wearing a mask? I understand they're worried, and I do believe that wearing a mask and social distancing will put a stop to this thing. That's just my belief. If you don't want to wear a mask, it's your opinion. It's hard for me to wear a mask. I cough a lot, I'm congested a lot. I've only got one lung, so if I put a mask on, I start getting short of breath and my oxygen drops, so it's hard for me to breathe through a mask. And it's not that the mask is causing the problem. It's increasing my work of breathing. Your work of breathing is how much energy you expend to inhale and exhale. When you inhale, your diaphragm constricts and sucks the air into your body. Then the diaphragm relaxes and the air just blows back out of your lungs. So it's actually a negative force. Your diaphragm is sucking the air in and letting it go and blowing it out. So that's the big deal with how your lungs function. With COVID, you get COVID, you got a problem. My doctor, I had COVID back in February, the end of January, 1st of February, and I honestly thought I was going to die. I've never been so sick in my life, and that's a whole other story. You don't want it. I'm telling you. I'm lucky that my diabetes hadn't altered anything else in my body, or I probably would have died. That was the whole point of telling you that my lab works good, everything else is good. Because if it hadn't been, and my diabetes had damaged my kidneys or some of my other organs, which is what it does, or causes cardiac problems, you got issues. This is Highway 27. I want to get off that. I don't want to talk about that crap. I'm tired of hearing about COVID. I'm tired of hearing about the whole thing. This is Highway 27. It is absolutely gorgeous this morning. It's 78 degrees. It's early. It's 8:30. You see a lot of property for sale down here. Florida is for sale. I mean, it is for sale. You can't, everywhere down here, property's for sale. It's a buyer's market down here, and you can get it at a reasonable price. I found 8 acres the other day. My wife and I put an auction on. Started out at $100,000, and it's down to $55,000. We offered $53,000. I want to see if he'll take it. It's out in the woods. It's completely brush. It needs to be cleaned and brushed, but you can get a guy to do that. They'll come in with a machine, and they'll turn something that looks like a jungle into this right here. They'll leave the big trees, and they'll clear it off. It'll be just black soil and sand. You know, it's a black sandy soil, and you can then start planting or doing whatever you want to do. Florida is you can ride every day down here. This is a place you can ride every day. If it'll rain this evening, they're already saying, yeah, we're going to get rain. Look at that. Blue sky, absolutely clear. But by this evening, the winds will blow in off the coast. It'll rain. I might be shouting, guys. I'm not sure how this microphone's picking up. I hope not. But this is just a little ride out into the country on 27. I like to go 27 because it gets me where I want to be quickly. You can go up through here and you can turn on like 225 here, or you can turn off one of these side roads like this. Oh, this is a great little road right there. I've ridden it. I did a video on it. That's a great little turn. I'm going to go up just above, this is called Fellowship. I'm going to go up just above this, and then I'm going to turn onto, I think this, what is this? 464. Nah, 464 doesn't go where I want to go. I gotta go on up a little bit. That'll just take you out in almost nothing that's out in there. 464, the left turn back there takes you out into really, really rural farm country. I'm sorry for all the coughing and hacking, but like I said, most times when I get up in the morning, I wear a special machine at night to keep my lung open, and it's moisturized, so I get up and I cough and carry on because I got a lot of moisture, but I wanted to apologize for that. I really appreciate you guys watching my video. Might want to slow down a little bit, 70 not the speed out through here, get down about 65, but these roads are so good. I mean, it's smooth as glass. 27 is a great little highway. You can get on this road and go hell all the way up north, all the way down south. That's the good thing about some of these the highways in the United States. They're awesome. If you've never been in some of the other countries, you don't know what I'm talking about. Let me tell you something. I've been in other countries, and I've seen roads that I don't see how a billy goat gets down them.